So I guess my first question, Annina, is what made you decide to join the program in the first place?
Yeah, so I have a really active lifestyle and I do a lot of high impact activities. And that's a really important part of my life, both mentally and physically, to partake in those activities. It's also something that my partner and I do together. So it's also a big part of our relationship. So it was really important to me that throughout pregnancy and then after birth, that I would be able to continue doing those activities, at least in some shape or form. Birth can be, uh, it can cause injuries. It is a physical thing that you go through. And yes, it's natural and it can be beautiful, but it's also a lot for your body. And when you expect a lot of your body, like I do, I wanted to make sure that I was as prepared as possible to go through both pregnancy, labor, delivery, and postpartum as best as I could. And I really liked that the program was designed and led by a pelvic floor physiotherapist with a lot of experience. Your program helped me understand how I needed to modify maybe the higher impact things that I was doing, helped me understand what I needed to do to protect my pelvic floor and my core throughout pregnancy to avoid kind of longer term impacts. I had high hopes for a natural delivery, a natural birth. Of course, birth doesn't always go as planned. Luckily, mine went as according to plan as I could have hoped for. But the content in your course really helped me prepare for what all the different outcomes might be and how to hopefully get to the one that I wanted, but also how to prepare for the other ones. And yeah, it just made me feel really confident in my preparation through pregnancy and going into labor and delivery. And then I also felt really confident in the postpartum phase, um, knowing that I had a specific program to follow and knowing that I had you in my corner to ask questions and to do assessments if I needed them. The pain management strategies for birth and the pushing techniques to limit those potential injuries really helped me feel confident going into the birth. And I think confidence is really important. Knowing that you can do this, knowing that no matter what happens, it's going to be okay. And even if it doesn't work out, how you wanted, you still have Sophie's other strategies to help you through whatever your birth ends up looking like. I did have some tearing, but I will say that first of all, they healed. They were minor. They healed really well. I have no lasting impacts from them. But I firmly believe that it would have been much, much worse if I hadn't used the strategies that I learned in your course. If I'd gone in there not knowing what to expect, not having a good understanding of the pushing stage and how to do it to minimize potential injury and damage, I think I would have been off a lot worse. So yeah, and then your course also covers those early postpartum days and gives a lot of pain management strategies. If you do have tearing or if you have other symptoms just from labor and delivery. So I was grateful that I had looked at those ahead of time, and you have a really detailed, hospital packing list and all those things. So I felt very prepared in the postpartum days to kind of manage my own pain really effectively. I was lucky not to really need a whole lot of painkillers or anything like that.
How did the program impact your partner? I know you said that it seems like he was really hands-on during labor with the different techniques. Is there anything else that comes to mind in terms of how the program impacted your partner?
He wasn't quite sure how to word it, but he essentially said that everything was easy for him because the program made it easier for me. Right. So because I was confident and I felt prepared and I had the knowledge of what was coming, it made it easy for him. He actually recommended the program to someone else recently. He did, and said that it was just a really great thing for both of us, but mostly because it made me feel confident, happy, helped me recover so well, which of course, when your partner is happy and well recovered and able to get back to, kind of daily activities and all those fun exercises and activities I was talking about earlier, of course, that makes life a lot easier on your partner too. So
My last question for you, Annina, would you recommend the program to a friend?
yes, definitely. And I already have to multiple friends. You know, we didn't really touch on it, but you have the VIP Facebook page and you do the live coaching calls. So having it wasn't just a course that you purchase and that you just kind of go through on your own. There's someone on the other end who's always there to answer questions, to help you. There's a whole community of parents that you've assemble through your programs. So having that kind of extra support is really great. So yeah, I definitely recommend the program to other people, not just because of the value of the content of the course itself, but also some of those additions to the program that really provide you with a lot of support in the times where you might need it most.